the motion on waste pollution and the management of its impacts on health and environment, standing in the name of Honorable Julius G. Pondi. Honorable Pondi is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, my name is Julius Babozo Pondi. I represent the very good people from Brutu Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, in Zonkeme and from Delta State. Mr. Speaker, I rise up this morning to move this motion on waste pollution and the management of its impacts on health and environment. The House notes the difficulties faced by citizens in controlling and managing waste disposal and utilizing production influence in the manufacturing industries as well as the oil and gas sector. The House observes the recurring negative impact that the ineffective waste disposal practices have had on the health of citizens in communities and locations where oil and gas activities are conducted. The House is also invited to observe that the major component of environmental pollution are hazardous waste discharges in manufacturing industries, unending gas flaring, crude oil and refined oil spills, as often happen in Niger Delta region, in addition to domestic waste disposal. The House also notes that in spite of numerous laws and regulations on waste management across the country, there are still numerous gaps and lapses in the control and management of industrial and domestic waste across Nigeria. The House is worried that the consequences...
Order, please. Order, please.
The House is worried that the consequences of continued neglect of our environment could result in, as it had often been the case, serious health challenges for our people. All in addition to degeneration of the nation's ecosystem, loss of agricultural productivity, and environmental degradation, especially in the coastal region of the country. The House is invited to observe, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. 1. Urge the Federal Ministry of Environment, the National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agency, NESRA, the National Oil Spill Detection, Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulation Commission, NUPRC, and the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, NOSRA, to reinforce the enforcement of all environmental-related laws and regulations and strengthen the effectiveness of the National Environmental Standard and Regulations Agency, NESRA, the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, NESRA, and the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC. 2. Implore state and local governments to closely collaborate with the federal government to ensure that oil companies and manufacturing industries, as well as small and medium-scale businesses, adopt cleaner and safer waste disposal methods to contain the outbreaks of infections and spread of communicable diseases. And finally, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, mandate the Committee on Environment to conduct a wholesome survey on the extent of environmental pollution across and around major industries and their level of compliance with laws and regulations on pollution and report within 4 weeks for further related action. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Environment for further legislative action. The seventh order of